One tenon complete.
That's it, guys and girls. That's the rough cut tenon. And it's not that rough to speak of. So let's have a quick look. Pull that neck out, unclip those. That's pretty much as neat as it gets. Okay. And that should be about 20 to 22 millimeters. I'll measure it exactly. I do have a line marked here. That's where the fretboard lines up with the body. That's good. It's a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but that's good. That means we can cut that at any angle we want, because we're going to have to pitch that at a slight angle. So I've made it about 1/8 of an inch longer than it needs to be. And then we're cutting from that angle back down to give it a 2.5 degree pitch. Looking good. It is looking good. Okay. So that's that guy there. Let's cut this down. I'm going to grab my little saw. I'm just going to rip that little base off. Paper thin. There we go. Tenon fits into the body. It's 90 degrees. We need to fix that. We will fix that. We're not too fussed at the moment. Okay, we're not too fussed at the moment. What we need to do is make sure that this guy is pretty smooth. It is. Now, what do we do next? Well, I'm glad you asked. We need to flip this around and get the body in here. So we'll put this guy away. Now I'm going to have to do a test run on this side because I want to make sure that it all works nicely for us. So I'm going to bring that out. I'm going to flip this guy around, take this template off. Actually, you can sit there, it doesn't really matter. Tom, do you like my jig? Tom, do you like my jig? Is it a good jig? Get the body in here. I do indeed. I'm glad you do, mate. It makes life easier, doesn't it? Look at that. How easy was that? That was like 10 minutes. Once we got it all lined up, in 10 minutes time, you got a tenon ready to go. And it's, it's pretty good off the bat. And you can refine that with some files. You can actually get that, change the angle. You can tighten that up in the pocket. You could probably loosen the tenon up if you wanted to thin it and get a bit more movement, whichever way you want to go. We refine that by hand. That's how I like to do things, so you can get the alignment you want directly proportion related to the body. Let's get jiggy with it. Let's get jiggy with it. B. Bumstead, you like this jig, don't you? I know you do. Let's see what we can do with this guy. Hey, guys and girls. So I'm going to hang this up in here. I need to get my little support wood under here to get this level. Okay, that's too big. Let me find that wood. Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. It's nice and level. Beautiful. I'm just going to check the level of that. I always check the levels. Make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Let me just quickly close up this brush before it gets dried up. I'll wash that up later. Got it wrapped in foil. That'll keep that from drying out. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my spirit level. My little tiny one. Where is it? Ah, it's hanging up. It's where I left it on the wall, Terry. Straight as an arrow. Beautiful. Level as. Not bad. It's a little bit wonky, but I understand why. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly level, because what we do is we strap the body in relation to the top. So it'll be perfectly perpendicular with the top. Okay, that's good to go. We've got the lines lined up. We need our template. We've got to get our template in there. There's our template, guys and girls. This one's a female. Different, right? Looks a lot different. Okay, center line, it's centered. We'll tape that guy in. Tape. I love it. Leslie likes it. Leslie, what's not to like? I ask you. I have got two little screw holes I can put there and fix that guy in. And I will in time, but I just haven't had time to refine this jig. This jig's still a prototype. I will refine this and make it better. I will make it better. That ain't going anywhere. That's not moving. I'm going to put a second one on there just to make sure. Okay, we're good to go. We've got to clamp this baby down. Let's clamp down the basic body of this guy. Like so. Another one on this side. Clamp these sides as well. One over here on this arm. Now, before we proceed, let me quickly vacuum some of this up because the dust is going to get to me. Let me turn this down. Okay, that's better. Now I'm going to grab a block of wood and do a test run. So let me grab a nice piece, pretend it's a body. Let me see if I can find something appropriate. Pretend it's the body. I do have some. Oh, here we go. This guy here. That'll do. That's our body. Okay, now this guy here. Okay, I see what's wrong there. It's not going to work because it's flat. I might just grab the body anyway. Just see how we go. There we go. So what happens is I've made this so that the body sits tightly into there, like that. Okay, now we need to clamp the stand underneath. There's a stand that it sits on, then we clamp it to the stand. So that goes flush right up the top there. We center line that and we're good to go. Now I'm going to make sure I get the center right, because that seam doesn't necessarily mean it's right down the middle. So let me take this tape off just a little bit, expose the body, and we can see where the center actually is. And the center is actually about 1/4 inch to the other side of it. So, good thing we looked. We need to mark that center properly. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to take the pencil mark here That's not the center line, that's the join. The actual center line is about 1/8 of an inch to the left of that. Right there. So let me rule a line across there with a square. Where's my square? Where's my square? Where's my square? Where's my square? Terry, where's my square? Why didn't I hang it up, Terry? Why didn't I hang it up so I know where it is? Where's my square? Where's my square? Where's my square? It's probably somewhere here. Probably somewhere. Here it is. I did hang it up. I just can't see it. Manny is always misplacing something. Absolutely. So I'm going to draw this square line right here. Get that up and at him. Sit. Silly thing. Okay. And I'll double check it once I get this drawn down here. Make sure it meets the seam at the other side. And guess what? That's so well joined I can barely see the seam. That's not right. What have I done here? Oh, I have gone the wrong way. No, that's right. Draw a line straight through here. Have I got that right? I've got to really be careful here because it's it's joined so well that I can barely see the seam with a grain. To hold it up to the light. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Yep. So it's there and that's got a join to there. Yeah, that's better. That's where I'd expect it to be. Got it. Almost on the seam, almost on the seam. That's pretty much dead straight. Perfecto. Yep, that's good to go. That's very good to go. Okay, line it up. And what we're doing here is we're cutting see if I can line that up correctly. Center to center. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. It's exactly where it should be. Very nice. I'm happy with that. That's really good.